My son! My love, my beautiful little child. Ah, you're coming in again to save the day. The prophecy was correct. We will sign the player who will save this dreadful season for Liverpool. And his name will be Diego Jota. The best transfer in history of Liverpool. Of the century, let's fucking go on. He's better than Thiago, Tsimikas, all of them together combined. He's better than fucking Bobby at the minute. He is the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. I think I'm done praising him way too much for now, but he is a flippin' fucking hero. He is the savior of the Liverpool, and there is no denying of that. Everyone who said that he will be a flop, everyone who said that we should have signed Werner, kinda me included, go fuck yourself. Comparison right now, Werner to Jota is like comparing, I don't know, Manchester United to Arsenal and Man United versus Arsenal. Shit versus God tier team. This was surprising. I'm not gonna lie to you because I was expecting a fight. I was expecting goals scored by both teams, so many that maybe we'll lose count. I was expecting a battle for ages. And obviously Atalanta didn't have some of their key players, some of the players who are very important to their squad, but maybe don't start every single game. But even with those changes that they were first to make, I was expecting something more from Atalanta, and I guess we all were because they were, if I remember correctly, the most scoring goal team last year, outscoring Bayern Munich. They were incredible last season, and this season they had their problems, you know, trying to compete in the Champions League and in Serie A at the same time with such little space to rest for this young, energetic, but also very naive team when it comes to chasing this glory that they never had. Is very hard for them. But even with all these flaws, we all expected that they're gonna pull a big fight against this broken Liverpool side when it comes to defense and when it comes to I would assume even the middle, because we didn't have a normal squad. We had Jones playing, we had Williams playing as a centre back, who played a great game, don't get me wrong. Again, a little bit of flaws here and there, but overall, flipping incredible performance. And I would love to say something good or bad about Atalanta, but I'm pretty sure there's nothing to talk about. First half was a total domination by Liverpool. Little to nothing was created by Atalanta. One moment that was ruled offside, and that's about it. Then we had, obviously, my man, my son, my future, I don't know, my fucking favorite player of all times, it seems like, Diego Jota coming in with a goal, and then one more time. Beautiful, beautiful scenes. Then we had Salah score, Mane score, and obviously we had another goal for Jota. All goals are beautiful, all goals are sensational, and it just showed how good this Liverpool side can be, even without very strong defense, and even without maybe particularly strong midfield, if you're actually gonna look at realistically at this situation. But overall, great performance. And not to say that Atalanta didn't have any chances, because they had two banger of a chances. I'm pretty sure there was a goal that was ruled offside at the end of the game, and there was from Zapata, and there was another moment from him when he shot it, and it was like, yeah, he scored. He actually went and tried to celebrate, but then he realized, shit, I hit the post or crossbar at the same fucking time, and it was the luckiest I've ever felt while watching our game in a long time. And it's surprising knowing how much we can, bounce back from dodgy decisions or dodgy moments in the games, but overall, it was a very lucky moment that we didn't consider. But these two goals would have changed the result in a way that it would have been 5-2, 5-1, but I don't think that would give the Atalanta enough passion, enough courage, enough belief in themselves to actually go and try to score again and again and again, because this was a brilliant domination by Liverpool. This was everything that you love to see from this side. And this was in a period where we'd expect something like this to happen, because when we realized we're going to have no Van Dijk probably till the end of the season, when we realized that we're not going to have Fabinho to this game, and we're not going to use Matip because we need him for our Sunday game against Manchester City, we all thought that we're going to become this side that scores more but concedes a lot, you know. We could consider 4, but we will score 5 and we will score 6 just to hang in there and just to win. That's our main mentality from now on. It's not exactly what happened, obviously, because we're still trying to be very self-controlled. We were still trying to create a lot of chances, but we were still actually very solid when it comes to defense. Not without mistakes. And even in this match, we made at least 1 or 2. But overall, our performance when it comes to defense was actually very decent throughout this whole season, apart from that fucking Aston Villa game, obviously. And I guess the reason why, it's obviously stepping up of Joe Gomez being pretty damn good in a couple of matches, then rubbish for a little while in a previous game against West Ham, but being again solid last night, being able to bring up youngsters and them not flopping, even though there is a lot of responsibilities coming at you, like Nat Phillips played a very good game against West Ham, even though it was his Premier League debut. Williams plays well in the Champions League 3 times in a row, this time starting and being forced to play against one of the most dangerous teams when it comes to scoring goals, when it comes to pressing in the whole Europe, and stepping up, going for a clean sheet in such an incredible fashion. It's very, very mind-blowing and very respectful when it comes towards this young warriors, I would call them. But obviously, all praises go to our attack, because to score 5 against Atalanta, to give so much trouble to this side, was unbelievable. Seeing how much problem did they have trying to stop Mo or Mane or Jota, seeing how much we make damage, you know, seeing those flaws in defense, seeing those holes in defense where you could have just chipped it in and there is nobody to go for the ball. It was an open chances, and it happened so many times throughout this game, from the beginning to the end. You know, we were dominating, we were exposing Atalanta's flaws in defense, in attack, in midfield, everywhere with this squad. And once again, all praises go to Diego Jota. Obviously, what I said at the beginning was over the top reaction, but there is no denying that he is a quality player that a lot of us should be excited for. And as I said in my review of West Ham United Liverpool game, this was a tough fight. Not as we all expected, because as I said at the beginning, I expected, as a lot of us, both teams scoring goals, both teams were being very dangerous on the attack, pressing, high pressing, but in reality, it was a very intense game, but it also was very showing game for Liverpool, that even with all the flaws that's happening right now with Liverpool, they're able to bounce back and fight like they never did before. And that's something that every Liverpool fan should be excited. Obviously, calendar says, shit guys, next fight you're gonna have is against Manchester City. So be excited, right? Be aware. And I think if we're going to be able to get a result, a draw, or a victory against Manchester City's side, who had their own flaws, let's be honest. Their match against I'm pretty sure it was Olympiacos or someone else. I'm not sure exactly. Excuse me. I watched it, and obviously they won 3-0, but after 1-0, it was a long time before they scored second and third, and it actually seemed like they're gonna jinx it because Olympiacos had chance after chance, but they couldn't catch their moment and score. And obviously some flaws with Edison, and the defense were there also, but the opposite side couldn't catch them on their flaws and couldn't score, couldn't change the game, and they lost 3-0. This one is going to be very interesting on Sunday because this is not Atalanta with their flaws. This is not Ajax, who are very young but also very naive team from time to time. This is a very experienced side who we always have trouble against, you know. And if something shows us, the history shows us that the first match probably is going to be either 0-0, either like a very low scoring goal scoring match, either it'll be all in type of situation. I don't think it's going to be that because obviously we have our own flaws in defense, they have their own flaws, and it's the same situation as it always been. Right now, obviously, City need those points more because they are lower than they expected in the league table. But overall, both sides will try to get 1 point or 3 points, but I would assume they will try to play a little bit more defensive than they usually would, especially Liverpool, considering, that we're going to play Matip and Gomez. But it's a good question that a lot of people brought up. Should we play Jota instead of Firmino at this very important game? I don't think we will. But if Firmino will fail, he will put the performance that he was putting in a lot of games this season. There's no denying that he should be dropped in later on games for a little while, maybe for a little more than a little while. And let Jota run. Let Jota do his thing and see, will he be able to continue this unbelievable form? He will continue this goal every single game he comes out, or something dangerous that he brings every game with himself on the pitch. If the answer will be yes, we're gonna have a real trouble of trying to fit Firmino in the squad because, goddamn, this man is on fire. My friends are sick and tired of me. They're telling me, mate, please, shut the fuck up. Stop sending us photos of Jota. I get it. You have a great striker. We underrated him. Please just forget about it. Please stop sending me those fucking messages. But I can't stop. I'm so excited. And I'm telling you, this match on Sunday, oh boy, it's either going to be disappointing as hell, either excited as motherfucker. So let's wait and see what we're going to see at Sunday. Plus, for me personally, it's going to be a very interesting day because I'm going to watch Full Gear on Sunday. And obviously, the big match that we all are excited for, Manchester City-Liverpool. So you can expect at least 2 more videos pop out at Monday and maybe Tuesday. So be excited. Thank you for listening for my little bit of a emotion expression of this game, or what's happening right now with Liverpool. And as always, hear you soon.